Now, it may be cold and almost winter, especially in some parts of the country, but that shouldn't stop anybody. You know, who better to talk about running than a founder of the Running Room, John Stanton. Thanks so much for joining us.
Well, great to be here with you this morning, Anthony.
So it is getting cold. Let me just start there. A lot of people feel intimidated by the cold. They don't want to get outside, but a lot of people think this is also the best time of year.
Well, it is. You know, in the wintertime, we burn calories to stay warm, and we also burn calories through exercise. So you get a bonus in the wintertime. That's the great part about winter running. One of the concerns in the wintertime is being visible. So often with the extended nights that we have, being visible while you're out there from a safety concern is really important. This jacket is brand new in the market, and if you look at it, it's completely reflective. You can see this whole thing is reflective. So you're like a beacon when you're out there. The older jackets had a piping on them and a little bit of reflectivity. This one, you'll be seen and be safe when you're out there. So that's one of the most important things, is safety when you're out there. And this time of the year, it's a great time to be motivated. We're coming into the holiday season, New Year's resolutions in mind, so that's where you maybe start on a training program and get yourself ready to do a 5K or a half marathon. And
what would you recommend to the average person who wants to get back into running, or even wants to start running for the first time? What do you convince them? What do you say to convince them to actually take that first step, literally?
Well, they can do it. You know, I'm convinced there's an athlete hidden in all of us. Some of us just need a little help in awakening that. And the most important things is be gentle, be progressive, and don't be so gentle that you're not seeing yourself improve, and increase your distance, your intensity by about 10% per week. That's a good kind of rule to use to keep you injury-free as you go through your training program.
Bottom line is, anything is better than nothing.
Well, it is, and if you can get out with other people, you know, and get out in a group environment, that makes a big difference too, because now you're committed not only to yourself, but to other people. Somebody like yourself who's a dad and you've got a couple of youngsters, you want to think about what a great mentor you can be to your children.
Good advice. Well, what do you got in terms of some of the things to recommend?
Well, some of the things, you know, I talked about safety, and in the wintertime, you know, we wear our running shoes, but sometimes if it's icy conditions out there, you know, we have studded tires. Well, the Yak tracks are much the same. They go on the bottom of your shoes. They can go into your pocket if it's not icy. Get in icy conditions. You throw these on. You can see the studs on the bottom. They give you that a little extra traction on there, a little more confidence while you're out there. Some of the other things, everybody's running with an iPhone or iPad today, and you want to make sure that it's waterproof. These earbuds are fantastic. Runners often love to run to their music and have their tunes on there, but they're always fighting with iBuds coming out. These ones I've tested myself, and you can do a 20-mile run in them, and they don't fall out of your ears. They're
How many
fantastic.
marathons have you done?
61 of them.
61?
Yes.
You're kidding?
Yeah.
So that, and how old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, I'm 64. So
64.
Yeah,
That's perfect. Well, I want to make sure I have enough time for all the rest of this stuff.
Yeah.
So
well, a couple of things. This is a really good. This is what I call a silent coach. These are GPS watches. This one is made by Nike and is nice fashion conscious, as well as giving you speed, distance, and of course your time while you're out there. The other thing is a headlamp. Again,
Very
from
important.
a safety point, to make sure you're visible. Not as much to see where you're going, but to make sure that people see you. The other thing is stay well hydrated while you're out there, and take water along. And hydration is important. This carrier is really good because it's insulated, so the water won't freeze up on you in the wintertime. And then this toque is really good because it's got reflectivity on it, but it's also cut low around the ears, so you don't get a little frostbite on the tips of your ears when you're out there. And then having socks that are what we call Thermax. In other words, there's a thermal ability. They help keep your feet warm while you're out there exercising.
Now, I use socks on my hands for gloves.
Well, you know,
yeah,
people wear gloves or they wear mitts. So always remember, mitts are warmer than gloves because you get the internal heat from your hand that'll keep your hands warm.
I know we're running out of time. Real quick, what's this?
This is just a roller. So a lot of times you come back, little aches or pains. You can't do your stretching outside because it's too cool. Do your cool down inside, do some stretching, keep those muscles loose and supple. That way you'll enjoy the run the next time you go out.
Final bit of advice for the viewer, for the runner that wants to get out there.
Keep it fun, keep it enjoyable, keep it social.
Thank you. John Stanton, the founder of the Running Room. Thanks so much. We'll be back in a moment.
Promotional consideration provided by Stillwater Spa. A Stillwater Spa gift certificate is the perfect way to say happy holidays.